Oh, this is so much easier to work with now. Before I was really having to fight it.
Yeah.
So, different shop today. This is actually my neighbor Saul. We're in his shop. He doesn't really trust his saw to cut that well. And I thought, well, what kind of saw do you have, Saul? He told me it's a Meber. Meber's a good saw, so let's go see what's going on and why doesn't it cut well. There's a bigger gap at the back of the blade than there is at the front, so it's not cutting true to its own band. The teeth are wanting to cut this way. When it's doing like that, it's not likely to cut a straight cut or a cut. The band is going to want to bow inside the cut because the teeth are pulling it in. I'm having to do this to get it to cut parallel to the edge. So got the blade off now. Feeling this tire at the top, the crown is no longer a uniform curve. So I think there's some improvement we can do here. The crown is currently centered forward. There's a worn place in the back half of the crown. And I think that's impacting the ability to get it to seat exactly where I think it should, which is in the middle of the crown. And I'm just gonna carefully scrape this dust off of here. I've never had a wheel come off that easily before. We've got this clamped up so that we can check how true this wheel is turning. In other words, how eccentric the surface of this wheel is relative to its rotation. And it's within 5 thousandths, which is pretty impressive for a 30-year-old saw with its original tires on. So we don't need to do much to this wheel, and I'm certainly not going to grind it to true it up. What I think all it needs is just a little smoothing, and I'm not going to have to take enough off to do much, but I'm just going to, it's just a little rigid. So before I put the wheel back on, I want to lubricate this a little bit. We've blown it out and cleaned up here. I noticed when I was tensioning the blade to test it before, at the upper end of tensioning, I was getting a lot more resistance than I wanted or that I expected should be there. So I'm just going to put a little bit of WD-40 on these threads here in case that's the problem. There we go. Okay, now we're going. Before I was really having to fight it.
Yeah.
We're ready for a test cut. Just to go over what all we've done to this saw, we did smooth and clean up the tires on the wheels. We lubricated and adjusted this mechanism so that it floats up and down more freely. We got the guides cleaned up, lubricated and adjusted so that the bearings, the side bearings, sit just barely behind the gullet. You want them to be supporting as much of the flat beam of the blade as you can without getting involved in the gullet. The biggest thing that will be making the difference, despite all the work that we did to this, the biggest thing is the blade. Had we just changed the blade alone, we would have gotten most of the adjustment correction that we wanted to, I believe. And having all these guides set just right, the tension right, your tracking just right, is real key to getting the control you want at the tooth. Fire in the hole. Oh, that's beautiful.